I have an insatiable desire to do something big, and I know I can't do that if I'm an employee. If I were continued on my path in my old career, then I was living a very comfortable life, and I think I'd get to the point where like, well, this is all nice, but what have I really kind of achieved or done? And you always knew there was more in me.
I had basically the option of buying a home or setting up a business, and perhaps to a small amount of concern by my wife, I decided that the business was the way forward.
You fall down, you get up, you fall down, you get up, and you're still like, still happy about things basically, right? You're exploring and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's definitely a roller coaster, as anyone I'm sure knows in business. It's, one day could be amazing, you come in the next day and it's a right bum.
I started a business at 21, straight out of university. Over the course of 3 years, raised $1 million, went on 2 accelerator programs, sort of went through the whole roller coaster, and when we eventually sold it off / shut it down, I myself had quite severe panic attacks, anxiety.
Like, I think with startups and being in this whole ecosystem, you kind of have to take it one day at a time, or maybe a week at a time, because you don't really know what's going to happen next, and you have to open yourself up to the possibility of not knowing and being okay with that.
That was close for me. After the third investor, it was a long, I think it was 3 months we were working with them, and they turned around at the end of it and said no, and I was just like...
If you believe in what you're doing, you have to push through. There's no choice.
I mean, there's a school of thought which says you can't create an entrepreneur. You've either got it in you or you haven't.
I've always had it within me, and I guess it's just something that you're born with. The way I see it is that you are an entrepreneur.
I like the idea of creating something from scratch. I find it crazy every time I look at my products that it was just an idea in my head last year, and now I can actually touch them and people are buying them.
It's like your own dream, which you can make come true.
So what makes a successful entrepreneur is someone who's got a great idea, has got a business mind, won't take no for an answer probably.
It's no risk averse, flexible people that are willing to deal with different challenges. Yes.
And every day is another firefighting or problem solving situation.
Which inevitably means that you spend less time with your family, which is not cool.
That has been the hardest thing, feeling regret, so I will never do that again. Now I know that where my limit is set, right? I will not sacrifice the well-being or what I could be giving my children because of these things that I'm trying to do now.
I'm trying to prevent people like me doing the same thing, which is working on something that you're not passionate about but you're not really aware of, not taking care of your sort of mental health and well-being, burning yourself out by just working ridiculous hours. Like I don't want people to do that, but it's very easy to fall into those traps, and it's something that I did. People get depressed, anxious, severely stressed. Don't want anyone else to go through that, really.
You just remind yourself why you're doing this and realise the journey you've taken, and it's just looking back on that is pretty fulfilling.
I genuinely believe that most entrepreneurs are doing it with goodwill. They are not cynical, manipulative, money grabbers. It's not about that. It's about changing the world and doing something that is intellectually, socially rewarding.
I do believe that this time I have everything that it takes to make this one successful.
I literally took a deep breath and sat back and thought about it, and I thought I'm going to have to stop and just shut it all down. But I didn't, and then a couple of weeks after that, I think it was, we won our first award, and the award come with some financial prize, and it also come with sponsorship from a lot of companies.
You're fully invested as an entrepreneur, financially, life-wise, in every aspect you can imagine, into your business. And as I say, there is a correlation between input and output. So you've got to just keep working hard, and just not having the work-life balance, I suppose, is the biggest disadvantage of being an entrepreneur.
This is not a sprint, this is a marathon. It's longer than a marathon, it's harder than a marathon, and you've got to pace yourself. So yeah, I focus on the right problem and do it with yourself in mind.
Great, I think that's
yeah?
Yeah, it's great talking to you.
Cool.